What is up, my crafty friends? How are y'all today? I'm so excited y'all are joining me today. I can't believe I'm going live for the second day in a row. It's crazy. I really want to say a huge, huge thank you to everybody that tuned in yesterday for my very first live. Y'all made that experience that I was just totally dreading. Y'all just totally made it so easy and so natural, and you just took away all of my fears. So a huge, huge, huge thank you to everybody that joined me yesterday. So, you ready to see what we're going to do today? So, I've got all of this Easter stuff still. I don't know why I picked up so many of these. Well, I do know why, but I didn't get around to doing it. So, I have like all of these things. I have like a lot of these. Hey, Jamie. So, I really had high hopes for all of this stuff, and it just didn't get done. So I'm fixing to attempt to make something out of all of this stuff that I've had laying around. Now, did you catch yesterday's live? Hey, Denise. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. Okay, did you watch yesterday's video? Did you see the little bee? Can you see the little bee behind me? That's what we made in yesterday's live. Did y'all watch that? Give me a thumbs up if you did. Yes, no? I'm still trying to figure out. Yay, you did love it, Tassie. Okay, thank you. I'm still trying to figure out all of the you know, the workings of how this Facebook live, I mean not Facebook, YouTube live works. Anyway, I hope that today goes as easy as yesterday did, because I'm not nearly as nervous today. So here goes nothing. So I'm going to turn the camera down so y'all can kind of see what we're working on. And yeah, I hope y'all like it. I really hope it turns out like I see it in my head. So yesterday, while we were on the chat, Kat made she made a great idea. And she said, what about doing something with the pizza pan? So I'm going to attempt to do my very first pizza pan craft. And Kat suggested that we do a ladybug. So I'm totally going to attempt to do something with this and turn it into a ladybug. I can kind of see it. I kind of have that pictured in my head. It was a great idea. So this is one of the projects. I've actually got I've got 3 projects planned. They're going to be super quick projects. So I hope that I can pull it off without boring y'all to tears too bad. Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera down now and we're going to get started. Hey, Denise. Hey, Leechabot. Do I pronounce that right? Leechabot, Jamie, Geraldine, Granny Medlock, Crazy Crafts, Geraldine, Nancy. Oh, I'm so excited. Yay, thanks for joining me, y'all. Okay, so I'm going to move this stuff out of the way for now because I'm going to work on a flower first. So what do y'all think about this flower? I didn't really have a pattern for this flower. This is just something that I made with some leftover cardstock from working on the big, huge flowers. This was super easy to make. Lavon, no, I don't have Color Street nails. My daughter does my nails. She's only 18, but she's a total nail fanatic, so she makes sure that my nails are nice and pretty. So, props to her. So, this little flower, like I said, was made with this leftover cardstock that I was going to throw away, but before I did, I thought I would try to make something out of it before I threw those away, because y'all know I hate to throw anything away. My craft materials are valuable, so I'm just going to move this out of the way for now. So I picked up a bunch of cardstock. If y'all saw yesterday's video, I showed you what I was making for my daughter and her friends for their little surprise prom. And I think it's going to be so much fun. But I have a lot of leftover little pieces. And instead of making all huge flowers, I thought I would make a few smaller ones. So I'm just going to first fold all of these little pieces. Now these pieces are roughly 2 inches, maybe 2.5 inches wide. But you can pretty much use any size that you want to. This flower was super quick. Now I do have a couple of other flower tutorials that I'm going to do for y'all. But y'all, there's not going to be an upload for tonight because we decided that we're going to do our upload tomorrow morning. I think everybody is so stressed out from all of the quarantining and coronaviruses that I'm teaming up with Sweet Urban Rose, and we're going to do a collab that's going to premiere tomorrow morning. So y'all stay tuned for that. Yes, Crazy Craft Queen, it is so unfair. This is my daughter's senior year, and it just makes me so sad. Okay, so if you want to, you can take a pencil and sketch out your flower petal. But honestly, y'all, I just winged it. I think I'm going to do this one with rounded edges, but the one that I did here, I actually pointed the petals. Have y'all ever made these giant flowers before? This is my first time to do them, and I'm not even kidding. I've had such a blast. Yes, they can have their graduation party, and actually my daughter is homeschooled, so, you know, she didn't really have the senior year that a lot of kids had, but we were going to throw her senior parties, and all of that has just gone out the window. So I've got 10 sheets of paper that I'm going to fold in half. Actually, I think I've only got 9 here. Whoops. We messed up one. So I'm just folding them in half, and by the time I finish, I'm going to have 20 or 18, I guess. 9 times 2 is 18. This one that I did had 20. Yes, all of our schools are closed early. My daughter actually finished her senior year early because she's homeschooled, but we were still planning on doing her senior parties, and she was still going to go to the local senior prom because all of her friends go to public school here, so that she was still going to be able to go if they had not canceled it. My daughter's really independent, so homeschool really worked well for her. But, you know, this class of 2020 was kind of born into 9/11, and it just seems like all of their milestones have just been so bad. But it's just going to make their little generation that much stronger. I'm still trying to find the balance between reading comments. Yes, it is life lessons. You're exactly right. They are going to grow up to be some strong kiddos. Have y'all done any of these crazy huge paper flowers? Does anybody want to guess what tomorrow's video is going to be? I'll give you a hint. Yesterday was a sneak peek. I'm so excited. I could probably cut more than 2 of these at a time, but I don't want to take any chances. Okay, one more and then we can start putting it together. Tina, what's your favorite paper flower to make? Oh, Tara, I'm honestly really hoping that my daughter does go live with me one day, because she actually does have a YouTube channel and she does makeup tutorials. So she is just the cutest thing you've ever seen. If you want to check her out, her channel name is Love, L-U-V, Love Bug Sam. And I keep telling her that we need to do a live together. Okay, so I've got all my petals cut out. And now I just cut a little strip, a little slit right up the middle. That's maybe 1.5 inches up. Oh, Tina, I made a huge peony, and it was so pretty, but girl, that thing took forever. But the peony is definitely my favorite. So now I'm just taking my glue gun and just making making these little pieces glued together. This kind of makes your petal have like a cupped effect to it. What is it called? My daughter's channel? Granny, is that what you're asking? My daughter's channel is called Love Bug Sam. L-U-V, Love Bug Sam. That's okay, Tammy. You can come back later. I'll post it so you can catch the replay. How about that? You're welcome, Tammy. Y'all, they finally opened up our beaches here in Florida, or in Panama City Beach, rather. And I got to see the beach for the first time in several weeks, and I'm not even kidding. I was a very excited girl. It's only open from 6 in the morning to 9 in the morning, and then from 5 in the afternoon, I think 5 to 8. So I will definitely go over there and catch the sunset this evening. Luckily, where we're at the beach, it's really, our end of the beach is not as crazy as some of the other end. Our end is kind of quiet. We're not right in the middle of the city, so it's not too bad. Tina, I made a cabbage rose out of the tissue paper, or actually out of coffee filters. And that one turned out really, really pretty. Yes, Geraldine, that's what my daughter's channel's name is, Love Bug Sam. Okay, so all of these are cupped now. And now I've just got a circle that I actually just traced with my little Surebonder silicone mat here. And I'm going to start gluing. So I've got 9 of these that I'm going to glue on to my circle. And I'm so bad about just eyeballing things. I should probably measure, but that kind of takes too long. 6, 7, 8. I might can put them a little bit closer. See, if I was a measurer, I would totally measure those out and know exactly where to place them. These are just fun little flowers. Sandra, I'm in Panama City Beach, Florida. I have tried the tissue paper. I made that one, and it was very time consuming, but it turned out so pretty. Now I might have these too close together. That's what I get. It's all right. We'll just go with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. painting it. Oh, that's going to be perfect. Are y'all a measure, or do y'all just kind of wing it? Sandra, we're on the beach side. We love it here. We've lived here about 2 years. It'll be 2 years in May. Okay, so now I'm going to start my second row. And I'm just going to go right in between that first row of petals. So right in between those, I'll start my next row. Yes, our little end of the beach is considered the quiet end. I don't think I could handle living on the crazy end of Panama City Beach. Although in my younger days, I probably could have. Not anymore. This little flower comes together so quick. Bye, Tina. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so now that we've got the last petal, now I'll do the center. Isn't that cute? Just a fun little quick flower. No measuring or anything, just go with it. Hey, Dee. Girl, this is only my second one. I don't feel like a pro yet, but I'm having so much fun. Okay, so now I've got this one little strip that was left over. And I'm just going to fold this little guy in half long ways. I'm sure some professional flower maker is probably shaking in their boots over me just kind of winging this, because there is an art to it, but I'm just having fun making it up as I go. So after I've gotten it folded in half, I'm just going to kind of go in and cut kind of diagonal slits. Now I have cut the slits where they go straight up and down, but I kind of like the way the diagonal makes it look. Yes, Diane, it's just cardstock paper. I picked it up from Michael's. I actually used they had a 20% off coupon, and our Michael's will do curbside pickup, which is super cool. Thank you, Vicki. I like that shape too. I've made so many of these paper flowers this last week. I don't even remember what all I've made. I did make I made, not an iris, what was that? I made roses, I made these kind of flowers, I made a big sunflower. I don't even remember what all I made, but they're gonna go on that flower wall for our girls. Diane, you are exactly right. I saved so much money by not walking around. Okay, so now I'm just unfolding it, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here on this edge. I just want this to stay together. And now I'll just sort of open up and just sort of push this down. Can you see how that's just kind of pushed down? I just don't want it to be flat. I don't like that flat line. Oh, Sandra, I want to see what you're painting. Send me an email. My email address is Kerri, Kerri, at MamaDaresToDIY.com. I would love to see what you're painting. Okay, so now that this is all crazy looking, at least it's not flat. It's got some movement to it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in the center, and I'm going to start wrapping this around itself. And I'll wrap a couple of times before I put a little bit of glue. Sandra, it's Kerri, Kerri, at Mama, MAMA, Dares to DIY.com. I love it when people send me the stuff that they're making. Or my social media links are actually in the About Me section. If you want to tag me on Facebook or Instagram, please do that. Okay, this little flower is almost done, y'all. I think this middle is just kind of cool. This kind of has like a sort of a windmill look, and I kind of wanted the center to mimic that. Just a flat center would not have been pretty enough for this. Isn't that cute? Hey, Diane. Bye, Granny Medlock. Thanks so much for tuning in. Oh, really? Jamie Seagrove is just down the road from us. It's so pretty over there. So nice. Okay, so I'm just going to hot glue that middle down, and our little flower is done. What do you think? Super cute and easy. And honestly, this paper would have gone in the garbage. And I actually do have a little more of the yellow paper. If I wanted to, I could have put another layer around the middle if I wanted to make it a little bit bigger. But I really like the shape of this one. This is the one with the pointed ends, and then this is the one with the rounded off ends. Which one do you think looks prettier? Yes, I got this. This was a whole pack of paper that I got at Michael's, and I think it was like 300 sheets for like $15 maybe, and then I used my 20% off coupon. It does look like water lilies, doesn't it? I can't decide. Christy, the paper is just cardstock paper. It's 65-pound paper, and yeah, I just picked it up from Michael's. This was my first time to make these flowers, and this was so easy. Just thrown together with scrap paper that was going to go in the garbage anyway. You like the rounded one best? Which one do you think looks better? The pointed edges with the darker blue? Okay, you ready to move on to the next one? Okay, let's see what else we can make. I've got so much stuff here, y'all. This is fun. I'm having a blast with these lives. Okay. So I've got one of these from the Dollar Tree that is obviously for Easter, but I think I can make this into, who wants to guess what I've got planned? What are we going to make this into? Anybody? What can we do with this? I'll tell you my thought. First of all, I'm going to pull these off of the string. I'm actually not going to use this guy today. I don't think. I may. I'm just going to set him to the side. So I've got this little guy, and I really like the shape of this. Novi, the flowers, this was, this one had 19 petals. I mean, no, I'm sorry, 18 petals. And then the pointed one was 20 petals. But it was just 2-inch strips that I cut. Okay, y'all would be correct. I'm going to attempt to turn this guy into a ladybug. Let's see if we can make this happen. So I've gone ahead and taken one of these and I've just cut it in half. I did this ahead of time just to see if I could cut it, and it cut really easy. If you saw me yesterday cut the ones for the bee, I just scored it a couple of times with my X-Acto knife, or I mean my, what do you call this thing? My blade, and bent it and then finished scoring it. And I did not cut very straight, but honestly, I'm not worried about it. Levon, yes. So I and a couple of my friends are going to surprise our daughters with a surprise prom. They don't know what we've got planned, but they know that we're planning something. And the theme is Secret Garden. And I'm so excited. I think this is going to look just like a little ladybug. Can y'all see that? I think it's going to be perfect. Don't you think? This is kind of my vision. Can y'all see it? Okay. And honestly, I don't even think I'm going to have to do anything for his head. I think that makes a perfect head. And if I just use my wire to put some antennas there, don't y'all think that's good enough? I think so. Okay, let's go in. Did y'all have a lot of Easter stuff left over like I did? It was ridiculous the amount of Easter stuff that I thought I would have time to do. I think it's going to be adorable. Okay, so now I'm just going to use some wire. And just like I did for my bee yesterday, I'm going to cut me some antenna. Don't tell my husband I swiped his wire cutters out of his toolbox. Dee, I'm glad I'm not the only one that had so much Easter stuff, girl. The struggle has been real. Oh my God, Christy, you've got to make this. Thank you, Terrarium and Crafts. I told you I was going to do it, didn't I? I finally got over my fear of doing lives. And y'all, this is 2 days in a row. Who am I turning into? My goodness. I am having such a blast. Okay, can y'all see that? If I had pipe cleaners, honestly, I would probably use those, but I don't, and I am not going out to buy anything. So this is what we're going to work with. Look at that. That just cracks me up. Okay, Tara, if you've been searching for bees, girl, you got to watch tomorrow's video. Even if you can't catch the premiere, you've got to watch the replay, because I told you that was a sneak peek. Yesterday's video was a sneak peek for tomorrow's. So if you're into bees, you're definitely going to want to check that out. Okay. What do you think? I cannot wait to get some paint on this little guy. Let me put this behind there so you can see his little antennas. That shows up better, doesn't it? So stinking cute. Kelly, the bees that I did for tomorrow's project, oh my gosh, I'm so in love with them. I've got several DIYs in tomorrow's video. So I do apologize in advance for the length of tomorrow's video. It is not done editing, but I could not help myself. I just couldn't stop. Okay, so now let's throw some paint on this guy. Now I'm using my Arteza paints today. I love the coverage these give me. I'm going to go in with a smaller brush. That way I don't make such a mess. I made such a mess yesterday. It's probably because my hands were shaking like a leaf. Crafty Kitty, it looks like a mini spaceship with a chick inside. It does, doesn't it? That is so funny. He's kind of cute though. Okay, so I'm going to just paint his little antenna first. I forgot to cut off my notifications again. One of these days I'll get good at that. Jamie, I've got several of these projects for tomorrow. Y'all, you've got to watch that video. That's my son calling me. Is he? He is not a very good son if he's not watching his mama live, is he? What is wrong with him? He should know that. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put these ladybugs after the prom, but I'll probably put them maybe on a wreath or use them somewhere around the house. Just not sure yet. But they're so cute. What are y'all using for your spring and summer decorations? I have not even thought about summer decorations. I struggle with summer because honestly, all I want to do is just stay at the beach. Shaz, you made a beehive out of the plastic egg. That is so cute. Great minds think alike. Okay, let's put this to the side. Now let's throw some red on. I don't know. I really need to get me some new paintbrushes. I'm rough on paintbrushes. Do y'all have a favorite brand of paintbrushes? I need to invest in some more. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Arteza Ruby Red, and I'm going to paint the body of my ladybug, or the wings rather. This is such a pretty red. This ladybug is going to be cute, cute, cute with those flowers in it. Clearly, if I had been using my brain, I would have painted the black before I glued the red on. Sometimes I don't think very good. So when you make this, you can learn from my mistakes. I'm going to paint the edge first. Do y'all paint the backs of things? I'm so bad. I hardly ever go back and paint the backs of things. I do not plan ahead. I am a fly by the seat of your pants kind of girl. Yeah, that's just how I roll. So far, it's worked out pretty good for me. Once it dries, it does look more red, but honestly, it may be my camera too. But it is a true red. I meant to bring my little mini blow dryer in here, and I forgot to do that. Oh well. I'll just let this one dry while we move on to our pizza pan. What's some fun stuff y'all done with your pizza pans? I bought that pizza pan a while back when we did our lemon collab, and I never used it. So I'm hoping I can turn it into this little ladybug. My crafting is definitely out of control. Hence the reason I started a YouTube channel. That is my excuse for having to buy craft stuff. Oh, Shiz, you're going to love doing the fairy gardens. Let me tell you, it is so much fun. I used to make cakes, so I had a lot of work with fondant, but using the clay is like a permanent way. Whereas when I did cakes, it kind of broke my heart when people ate them. All that work, and then it's just gone. I should probably invest in a palette too. Oh my goodness, look at there. That is not what I was going for. Okay, I'm gonna lay this to the side before I start working on the next coat, because that's gonna take a few minutes to dry. So let's just move this little guy out of the way. I have not done the placemat on one yet, but I think that's a great idea. I picked up a placemat a long time ago, and I still haven't done it. It's in my stack of stuff that's waiting for me to do it. Well, my craft room and my guest room is all organized, and I honestly don't know what to do with myself because I'm having a hard time trying to remember where I put everything. They've got a new, bigger palette at Dollar Tree. It looks like a painter's palette. Okay, I need to look for that, Kelly. Okay, so again, I used one of these big, huge Easter eggs from the Dollar Tree, and I just pulled this off. That's how easy it comes off. And I think I want to use this side. Thank you, Geraldine. And honestly, this looks like the ladybug. Just like that. I think it's so cute. This is going to be so easy. We're just going to need to hot glue this on, right? Hot glue it and paint it. I'm going to flip this over. Oh, Geraldine, I bet that looked really pretty with the nautical rope. Okay, I think for this guy, instead of painting him like we did this one with his wings open, I think I want to paint this one with just his back, so it looks like it's looking down. What do y'all think about that? Lee, I am making ladybugs. You missed the flowers. These are the flowers that we made earlier. So if you want to find out how to make these paper flowers, be sure to check out the replay. Okay, so I wanted something a little bit thicker for the antenna for this guy. So y'all know that I saved all of these stems from the roses for making the wreath for my neighbor. So I thought I would try. Not sure how it's going to turn out. Did not try this beforehand, but I thought I'd see what this looked like for the antennas. Somebody did a bumblebee like this. Oh, I bet that was cute. I think somewhere I've got from the Dollar Tree some of the little hello or welcome, you know, the little metal signs. I'm pretty sure I have one of those somewhere. So I might put that on this if I can find it. Hey, Nikki, I'm so glad you're going to get to watch. Be sure to definitely check that replay, girl. You know, I've not made a clothespin wreath yet, Geraldine, and I can't believe I haven't. Clothespins are definitely on my list. How's that going to look for his little antenna? This might be my new door hanger, y'all. I'll just put a little wire on the back of it and put my little welcome sign here. I think that might work. Okay, let's flip this guy over. Put some hot glue on him. Geraldine, I would love to see that ladybug wreath. Please send me a picture. I don't think I have any pom-poms, Geraldine. Can you believe that? What is wrong with me? I didn't even think to look for the pom-poms before I started this. Does that look about even? It looks pretty even, I think. I want to make sure these little antennae don't go anywhere. Kelly, these are from Sure Bonder. They make these little ones, and they also make some smaller silicone mats. After having burned my fingers countless times, I was so glad to find these. I can put a link down below to where I got them from. They're so nice. I have used the silicone spatulas before, but I like the way that this is flat and it's big and it's flexible. Sometimes those silicone mats get in my way. Those stems worked out pretty good. I think I like it. Okay, let me turn it around so y'all can see it. What do you think? I think so. Okay, so I think I want this guy to be a slightly different red. So I've got this Art Minds color. It's a chalk paint, and this is called True Red. So this is a little bit darker red than the red we used on the smaller one. But I don't like to have everything the same color. I kind of like to give everything a little bit of dimension so that everything doesn't look the same. So let's throw some paint on this guy. See, that's a little more of a berry red. I'm going to grab a bigger paintbrush for this. And I'm a top painter. I pour everything into my tops. I could probably just pour it on my pan if we're being honest. Kelly, it looks pink on your screen. Colors are so weird when they're wet. It's like painting a wall. Have y'all ever painted a red wall? If you've never painted a red wall in your house, y'all, it will freak you out. So my husband and I used to build houses when we lived in Mississippi. And I always had to have a red wall. Like that was my signature I guess, look was a red wall. And the first time I painted a wall red, it freaked him out so bad because it looked like it was neon pink. And I honestly thought he was going to have a heart attack. He's like, what in the beep, beep, beep have you done? It was so funny. And I'm like, honey, just trust me. I've got the window open too, so there's a lot of natural light coming in. So that may be why the color is looking a little off. But I promise it's red. It's so quiet in my house. Both of my kitties are asleep. Oh my goodness, did y'all catch me yesterday live and it started raining? Well, after I finished with the live, my phone started going off, and y'all, we started having crazy, crazy, crazy weather. Like, we had a tornado warning. We had a tornado that actually touched down in Panama City, and it was the freakiest thing that I've ever been through. And I wrote out Hurricane Michael, and y'all, I was scared. It really did scare me. Of course, I was here by myself too, so that didn't help anything. My poor puppy had to come inside. I need somebody to teach me about photography. I've heard about white balance, but I don't really know what that is. Jennifer, I have actually made my own chalk paint before, and it's super easy. I've done it with the plaster of Paris, and it's really, really easy. Sissy, what's up, girl? You saw the pictures that Samantha posted? Girl, it was crazy. She was at work, and it really did scare both of us to death. Look what I did. I wasn't paying attention. I'm reading comments. Whoops. When I craft live, y'all get to see everything that I mess up. I can't edit that out. It's so hard to read the comments because I want to chat with y'all. Hey, Charisse. Mother Nature is definitely not happy. Mother Nature is angry. I'm going to need Mother Nature and everybody to get their stuff together because I'm ready for life to be back to normal. Did y'all get any bad weather, Sissy? Kelly, my daughter does my nails, so that's one great thing about having a built-in nail technician. She's not a professional. She has not been to school for nails. She graduated esthetician school, but she loves doing nails for her and her friends and her mama. She says my nails cannot look bad in my videos. Okay, it's coming along. need to wash this black off my hands. I'm a messy crafter, but I own my messy craftiness. Are y'all messy? It is a big ladybug, isn't it? I think it's going to be cute on my door, though. I think it's going to be a good size. I may have to put a giant paper flower, too, but that wouldn't go very good outside. Okay, so now I'm going to put a second coat on this one, and hopefully that will be dried. Susie, I talked to Christy last night and she was telling me that. Oh, Janice, you're in Oklahoma. Girl, y'all are always getting bad weather. I pray for y'all. Our hurricanes and stuff are really bad here in Florida. But the tornadoes scare me, I think, worse than hurricanes, because most of the time the hurricanes, they can predict. They know that it's coming. It's going to be fun to try to paint the circles on here. Hopefully they come out okay. Yeah, once everything starts to dry, it should come out looking more red, I hope. But you know, sometimes the little ladybugs, I forget what they're called. We had them really bad in Mississippi, and they smell really bad. What is the name of those little ladybugs? They're everywhere, and they stay in your window sills. You know, they're kind of orange looking. They're not a true red. What is the name of those little ladybugs? Different size dabbers would work. I don't think I have any of those. Dadgummit. We'll just go with it. Maybe it turns out okay. Janice, I don't know what boy ladybugs are called. Wanda, hello from Puerto Rico. How's the weather in Puerto Rico? Asian beetles, is that what they're called, Nancy? Well, they really stink. Oh, thank you. Charlotte, we call the love bugs the ones that are the long little bugs here in Florida, and they attach to each other. They're not red at all, the ones that we call love bugs. So y'all call the little ladybugs love bugs? That's so funny. Cindy, y'all call them potato bugs? Okay, this is not quite dry. So maybe I'll just fan it a little bit. We've got time for some questions. Let's just talk for a little bit while this dries. Janice, they like to hide in your dog mouth? Really? Well, my dog is like 120 pounds. He's a huge dog. We call him a miniature horse. He's a Connie Corso, and he thinks he's the size of one of my little cats. Charlotte, they are. They're so bad. Ladybird beetles, that's what y'all call them? Aw, that sounds cute. I hate waiting for paint to dry. Oh my goodness, a pit bull mastiff mix. Those big dogs, they think they are just big babies. I had to let mine inside last night with me, and I'm not even kidding. We were hiding out in the laundry room. We were just so scared with that tornado warning. Denise, you've got 5 black cats. Aw. I love my puppy dog, but I'm not kidding. I'm a kitty cat girl. Is that really the correct name for ladybugs? Oh my goodness. I had no idea. See, I learn something new every day. Okay, I'm going to try to put another coat of paint on this guy. Let's hope it's dry. Kelly, you've got 7 dogs. Aw. What are their names? I love hearing people's dog names. Tell me your puppy dog names. Charlotte, you've got a brindle boxer. I love brindle boxers. They're so pretty. I wanted our puppy to be brindle, but my husband wanted the brown. So that's what we got. Oh, see, I could not foster for that same reason because I would have a house full of dogs and cats. I get attached so easy. Big Dog and Blaze. What cute names. George and Buttercup. Oh, I love it. I have a friend who has a kitty cat named George. Otis. What a cute name. She has 2 are Watson and Boudica. That's a cool name. What kind of dog is Boudica? Did I say that right? Boudica? 5 cats and 4 dogs. Sweetie. Oh, what a cute name. Okay, so I have Diesel, which is my puppy. And then I have my 2 kitties. I've got a black cat and an orange cat. And even though they have real names, we call them the black cat and the orange cat. They don't even know what their real names are. We call them the black one and the orange one. And they seem to like it. Oh, Debbie, yours looks like a polar bear. Oh, oh my God, Kelly, I love it. Sammy Hagar. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen. Bob Dylan. Oh my gosh. Dylan rocks. Dylan does rock. Babyface Diamond and Tallulah. Annie Oakley. Oh, I just love hearing y'all's names. That is so freaking cute. I love it. JC, Jade, Moon, and Bella. George are the cats. Oh my goodness. You call your dog Little Pig, Nikki? That's so funny. Hey, Mindy. I used to live in Belleville, Texas. Do you know where Belleville is? That's not far from Spring. She has, I've always wanted a Shar-Pei. I think they are just the cutest things that I've ever seen. What color is your Shar-Pei? Kelly, I think that's a fantastic idea. I really hate waiting for paint to dry. Well, welcome to the party, Mindy. He matches your rug. That is the funniest thing that I've ever seen. I do need a heat tool, Nikki. I need to get on that. Actually, my husband might actually have one in his toolbox. I need to go raid his toolbox. Are they really loud? Are those heat tools loud? I just picture them being really loud. I have my mini hair dryer and I forgot to bring it in my room when I started my live. Whoopsie. Okay, I'm gonna practice on the side here some little circles before I actually do it on my ladybug. I just want to see if this is gonna work. That's not bad. That looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna do that. I have this too. Let's try that. Let's see which one does best. Okay, I think I'm gonna use this for the big one, and then I'll use the end of my little stubby paintbrush. I don't have any of those little pouncy brushes. I need to get some. I think this will work pretty good for that though. So let me just get some off. Thank you, Melissa. Okay, let's see. Oh, so cute. Oh my goodness. I love it. Both of my boys are actually sleeping under my table while I'm working. If y'all watch my videos, my normal upload videos, y'all probably hear my black cat talking. He, 9 times out of 10, has to make an appearance in my videos. He really wants to be a YouTuber. Crafters are pet people. Yes, we are. Okay, I'm going to attempt to make this a mirror image of itself. Let's see. No pressure. I might need to turn it around though so I can see what I'm doing. This is the perfect size for these. Make sure I get a little bit more paint. No, it's not perfect, but it's all right. Kind of got this side off a little bit, but I don't hate it. What do you think? Nikki, our pets do want to be part of the family. Yes, Michael, it is live. Welcome to the party. Actually live. It's so funny because I usually premiere my videos, so I'll edit them and then I'll upload them. But I premiere them so I can chat with everybody. So a lot of people don't realize on a premiere that it's not actually live. But this right now is actually live and in person. Oh my goodness, who in the world is texting me? Do they not know I'm live? What is wrong with them? Clearly. Just add more dots. That's probably what I need to do to him. Just maybe make some little smaller dots. You are exactly right. Nature is not perfect. I thought I had a bigger brush. I think I'm going to do maybe some big dots and maybe some smaller dots on this one. It's still wet though. Let's give it a second to dry. No pressure, Geraldine. Only 174 people watching. still cannot believe that I'm doing this for y'all. Y'all, if you've never gone live before, yes, Melissa, that is my phone. I guess I did not mute it before I got on here. Total newbie mistake. But it is really scary going live. You are putting yourself out there for everybody to criticize and everybody to find every mistake that you make. You don't get your picture taken, Leech Pod. Nikki, that was my phone. I need to remind myself to silence that phone before I do this. But I honestly didn't even think about it. I just said, you know what? I want to do this live. So I just hit the live button and here we are. Oh, thank you, Alexandria. Everyone is very critical. You would not believe some of the comments that I get on my videos. And at first, when I started my channel, it did kind of bother me. But the more that I make videos and the more ugly comments I get, I'm just like, you know what? Those people just need more Jesus. So I just say a little prayer for them and I just move on. Renewed hope. I am definitely on a journey. That is for sure. I started my channel in August of last year on a whim, not even really trying to be a YouTuber. I was actually wanting to be a blogger. And I made one video on YouTube, and my first video that I edited and showed my face in went viral. That video just totally exploded my YouTube career that I was not even looking for. And, you know, I'm like, this is the path that God has chosen for me. So this is the path that I am going on. I don't question it. I just go with it. Well, thank you, Jennifer. You know, everybody was not raised the same way. Some people just didn't learn that if you don't have anything nice to say. So I just say a little prayer for those people and say, bless their hearts and move on. Kelly, you want to see the flower? Okay. While this is drying, I'm going to fan and I'll show you the flower from before because we do have more people watching. So this is one of the flowers that we made before. And then this is the other one. I'm making a bunch of big flowers for my daughter and her friends for a little prom. And this was some paper that I had left over that was actually going to go in the garbage. So I made these smaller flowers out of those scraps. Melissa, I am monetized on YouTube, so I do get paid a little bit. And a friend was actually telling me when you do these lives on YouTube that you can actually do something called a super chat. I'm not familiar with that, or a super sticker, but I don't really know how that works. But I'm still learning all of this live stuff. Well, thank you, Natty. I'm so glad you're here. Mindy, everybody needs a little Jesus. Some of them just need him more than others. I have not gone live on Facebook yet, and I will tell y'all why. Because most of my family and friends are on Facebook, and for some reason, I get more nervous doing stuff around family and friends than I do around strangers. So it's easier for me to just do it for people that I don't know. So I have not gone live on Facebook either because I'm a scaredy cat. You just click on the chat box to do the super stickers. Very cool. It's a $. People click on it and donate. Ah. Tammy, the flowers were from earlier. So we've actually been on here for an hour. I've just been a chatty Cathy today. But we've made 3 projects. So we made the little ladybug, and I made the flower, and now we're making the big ladybug. So if you missed the flowers and you want to catch those, you can catch the replay after this is done. Charlotte, amen, sister. I never question things when they don't go like I think they should. I just trust that God's plan is greater than mine. That's pretty good size, I think. Okay, should I make all of the dots the same size or should we do them a little bit? Susie, I've been watching her lives. I need to get with her and get some of that Tupperware. Denise, my cat that talks is black too. It must be something with black cats. Oh my gosh, Geraldine, that's so funny. I am a real person. I'm not a robot. Don't try this at home. Thank you, Mary. Okay, y'all tell me before I start painting the next one. Should I do all of the dots the same size or should I do some a little bit bigger and some smaller? Susie, I would love a book. Please send me a Tupperware book. Okay, tell me. What should I do? Same size dots? Same? Nikki says same. Different sizes. Mindy, he is definitely our king. He is always in control. I don't know what to do now. Oh. Okay, I think I'm going to do a couple the same size and see what that looks like. And we will go from there. Oh, renewed hope. I love it. Oh, my kitty just sneezed. Did y'all hear that? Bless you. Goodness. Goodness. My baby just sneezed. Bless his heart. Charlotte, they do have different sizes, don't they? Hey, Trudy. How's it going? Where's everybody from? Y'all know that I live in Florida. Where are y'all from? Oh, Heather, bless his heart. Mine just, we've had crazy allergies here too in Florida. And yeah, he's just had a hard time. Oh, he's stirring. I hope he doesn't decide to jump on my table. Boston, Texas, Clarksville, Canada, Tennessee, South Carolina, Alabama, Michigan. Wow, y'all are all over. I had to think about that one for a second. It was a little bit bigger. Okay, Denise, you didn't have to go freak me out like that. Now it's 215. Oh my goodness. No pressure. I just can't mess up. Thank y'all so much for watching and chatting with me. This is a whole new ball game for me. Cece, you're going to be living in Florida with me one day, girl. Come on. And bring Christy with you. Y'all, Cece and I have been friends since I was a little girl. She is the best. Great family. Her and her family have been some of my friends like my whole life. Okay, I think I want to go in with some small ones now. So maybe I'll use my little tool again. I missed a spot. What else have y'all been doing while you're quarantining? Have y'all been driving yourselves crazy? Debbie, my area, Florida, here lately hasn't been too humid, but it's usually pretty bad. But here lately, we've kind of been getting some really nice weather, except for yesterday when they decided to have tornadoes. Heather, are you an essential worker? Y'all, I'm not even kidding. I was so scared yesterday during those tornadoes. My poor daughter was at work and she was scared for me and I was scared for her. It's scary when your babies aren't home. My husband works offshore and he was messaging me and he's like, "Are y'all okay?" That was a scary feeling. Look, I just messed this one up. It's okay. He's got one little dot here that's just not very pretty. It's all right. Charlotte, you got a pantry. You know, a quilt is something that I've always wanted to do that I've never tried to do. But I would love to make a quilt one day. Okay, is that enough spots? Lori, you're a trucker. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for everybody that's an essential worker. My daughter's an essential worker. She works for a grocery store. And those people have not stopped. They've just been working, working, working. So if you are an essential worker, thank you so much. Debbie, you've been replacing your carpet? Wow. That's a job. Well, Charlotte, I hope my videos are some of the ones you've been watching, girl. Thank you, Melissa. Okay, Shez, I want to learn how to make a quilt. Please teach me. Tammy, you're weaving baskets. Needle felt, that's something I've not done yet either. I just love to do all kinds of different things. If I had to do the same thing over and over again every day, as far as making crafts, I would just go bananas. I have to have something to make my brain think a little bit and be creative. I feel like he needs another little dot somewhere. If I don't make myself stop, I'll just go on and on. I have a tendency to go overboard. Amanda, your hubby is an essential worker, so is mine. I think I want a few more little bitty ones. What do you think about that? Let me see what this looks like. I think I'm gonna do it. Some little baby dots. I think that's what it needs. Y'all, when I made cakes for a living, I used to actually be a cake decorator back in my day. And If I messed up anything, I just always put a polka dot on it. Polka dots cover up a lot of things. I think I'm totally digging these little baby dots. What do y'all think? Thank you, Nikki. Charlotte, you saw the bee last night. Thank you. Should I put some around the outside or leave it? Mary, I have been cleaning out so much stuff. My craft room is organized. My actual bedroom closet is organized. I still need to organize my pantry. Okay, I've got to stop. Oh, wait. Every time I say I'm going to stop, I find one that needs a little bit more. I really do think it would be cute to put a big welcome metal sign, don't you? Amanda, you've been painting the inside of your house, girl. We painted our entire house inside and out when we bought it, and that is such a job. Jennifer. The plans for The Secret are going so good. So if you didn't catch the live that I did yesterday, some friends and I, we all have daughters that are seniors, and we are doing a secret garden prom for the girls. There's going to be 5 girls, and they totally don't know the theme or what we're doing. They just know that we're going to throw them a little party. So that's what all of these flowers are for. If you came in late and you missed this part of the live, you might want to check out that replay, because I did make this little flower on camera for you. And you make this one the same way, but instead of rounding the edges, you're going to point your edges. So I've got a bee that I made yesterday, and then I've got the ladybugs, and I've got tons and tons of flowers, and I cannot wait to show y'all what everything looks like after we get it all set up. So the prom is going to happen on Sunday, and I'm so excited for the girls. It's not going to be like their normal senior prom would be, but I think it's going to give them a great, great memory. Now you're making pasta angels. Oh my goodness. I want to see it. Shoot me an email or tag me on social media. That sounds so awesome. Thank you, Mary. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Charlotte, you think he needs some eyes? I'm scared. I'm scared to give him some eyes. It makes me nervous. What if I don't like it? Nikki, you didn't see the bee. Okay, hold on just a second. I'll grab the bee that I did yesterday. Okay, if you missed yesterday's video, this is the bee that we made. And look, I need to touch up this black paint. And I'll do that since I've got my brush. Let me touch this up and then I'll flip it over. So if you didn't catch yesterday's live video, this is what we made. And this was made using a bunch of stuff that I had left over from the Dollar Tree from Easter. So I'm going to flip it over. And look. This is what it was. It was one of those big Easter eggs, and it was one of the little rabbit, little wood cutouts, and then that was a carrot, and then that was a styrofoam Easter egg. And I turned it into a bumblebee. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Amanda, your son is a senior too. He could care less about anything. I think it's a girl thing. Those girls, you know, they have to do their senior prom. They like to get dressed up and everything. So thank you, Kim. Thank you, Heather. I'm so excited about how this bee turned out. He goes great with my little ladybugs, I think. So we're going to do a photo wall with all these big, huge paper flowers for the girls. And I cannot wait to see what it all looks like together. And with the flower. Let me grab one of the big, this is one of the roses that I've made. And I know my camera is a little too close. You can't really take it all in. Kathy, you think they need eyes? I'm scared to add the eyes. Eyes scare me. If you don't get them right, they look really crazy. I don't want my bee and my ladybug to look cracked out. don't know. I might. Maybe if I had some of the googly eyes, that might be kind of cute. I don't know. We'll see. Geraldine, you think I hit a home run? Thank you. Nikki, I really do wish I had some pipe cleaners. That's actually on my list. I didn't have any in my stash, and I was trying to use everything that I had in on hand already without having to go back to the store to buy anything, because I'm trying not to get out. So once I do get out, I probably will grab some of those pipe cleaners. But for now, I just wanted to use what I had on hand. Charlotte, the googly eyes. Do you know what I'm talking about? The little eyes that are the white eyes with the little centers. That's what we call them, is googly eyes. Trina, you're a cake decorator. Sometimes I miss decorating cakes, and whenever I do, I just pick up some clay. Do y'all put your paint in a top? I'm so bad. Yes, I know it's a terrible habit, but you know, I guess there's worse habits. Okay. What do y'all think? Did they turn out super cute? So here's the mama ladybug, and here's the baby ladybug. And here's our flowers. What do you think? Which one's your favorite? Thank you, Denise. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Michael. Michael, don't be embarrassed. I'm over here making a fool out of myself in front of 226 people. So ask away. You want me to put some smaller dots on the ladybug? Okay, I'll put some little dots on this one while I'm answering some questions. Okay, Michael, shoot. Don't be afraid or embarrassed. If I can't be embarrassed to do this live in front of y'all, you can't be embarrassed to ask me a question. Tammy, maybe I'll have to add some cake decorating classes to my YouTube channel. Y'all, this is a little well-known fact about me. During my cake decorating days, I had one goal, and that was to be on Food Network. I wanted to be on Food Network. I wanted to win Food Network, and true story, I did both. I actually competed on a Food Network show. If you are great at Google, you could even find the video. It was on television, and yeah, so that was one thing that was checked off of my bucket list. Yes, Kim, this is for graduation, for a surprise prom that we are throwing for my daughter and 4 of her friends. Okay, doing the small little dots was totally a great idea. I love this even more. Michael. Is that everything all wrapped up into one? I promise you nobody wants to see me in a 2-piece bathing suit, but a live fairy house might be kind of hard. A turquoise 2-piece bathing suit with my hair down. Okay, I'm actually probably fixing to cut some of my hair, and I've got the stuff to color it myself, y'all. So if y'all don't see me for a few days, it's because I look like Slim Shady. But these gray roots have got to go. She says, that's right, I can paint over the eyes if I don't like them. Kim, there's only going to be 5 of them, so we can have up to 10 people. And all of these girls will be social distancing. They're not going to be right next to each other, so we're totally going to make it happen for them. Tammy, you have not gotten the hang of cake decorating. It's a lot of fun. I really do. Kind of miss it some days, but not all the time. I would love to do some quilting, Geraldine. I'm going to need more of a one-on-one for that. You bought some color a few days ago. It lightens your roots. Okay, so Heather, I've gotten some stuff because my daughter's an esthetician and I've never tried it before, but it's by what? What is it? Oh, I woke the baby. Sorry. It's called Shades EQ and it's a professional color. So I'm hoping that that is not going to lighten my roots too much. So we will see. Melissa, you can see the fairy house. I do love doing the fairy houses, but they are so time consuming because you have to do a little bit and wait for it to dry. So it's not something that you can really do like a whole project in. You would have to do like one little part and let it dry and then come back like the next day because it does take 8 hours for some of that clay to dry. I think this one looks cuter with the little mini dots on it, don't you? Oh, maybe I can do something smaller. Maybe not a whole fairy house. Maybe a little bit, um, on a little bit smaller scale. Maybe not a whole entire fairy house. We'll see. Tammy, my mama taught me how to make biscuits too, but she is not a quilter. She did teach me how to cook and taught me how to make cake and biscuits and all of that stuff. Aw, thank you, Renewed Hope. I'm just having such a blast. I'm so thankful that y'all are having so much fun with me. Okay, y'all, I think this is it. We have been on here for an hour and a half. Where has the time gone? Okay, I think we're done. I can't think of anything else I can do with all of the stuff that I had in my stash. Do y'all have any other suggestions for another live? Let me hear it. I want to know. I want to know what y'all want to see. Jennifer, my glue gun stays hot until I cut it off. So I love this little Surebonder. I've got 3 Surebonder glue guns and I love them all, but this one does not cut off. I've got 2 that are automatic cut off that cut off after maybe, I'm not sure how long, but this one does not cut off. So while I'm doing a lot of crafting like this, I'm glad it doesn't because it stays on until I unplug it or until I cut it off. It just cuts on and off like that. But I do love my Surebonder hot glue guns. And the great thing about their glue sticks is they don't drip. So between, even with it staying on all of this time, they don't drip at all. So that's super nice. You want to see some cupcakes decorated? Denise, thank you. Okay, tell me what you want to see. Thank you, Sissy. The cordless glue gun, it'll stay. I can use it for roughly, I think, around 2 minutes before I have to put it back on the stand. So the cordless one, you do have to kind of keep on the stand, but other than that, it's great. I think the smaller ones are maybe around $12, and then the bigger ones I think are around 20. So I mean, it's a little bit more than the one you get from Walmart, but honestly, it's so much more because you're not wasting all of that glue. Thank you, Kim. It's so nice meeting you too. Heather, I always forget to unplug my glue guns, and sometimes I'll smell it. I'm like, oh my goodness, I think I smell something on it. It kind of smells like a straightener, and then I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to unplug the glue gun. It's not the automatic off. Little houses for tiered trays. That's a good one. Welcome class of 2020. I do have some, I'm going to cut out of foam core. I'm going to cut out a 2020 to put on the flower wall, and I think I'm going to spray paint that gold. That's my plan anyway. Your glue gun turns brown. Okay, so tell me, what do you want to see next for my next live? Some houses from foam core? Yes. Now, I don't know if y'all, let me grab this. So if you are brand new to my channel, this is something that's been one of my more popular videos. I made this little camper and I've got the matching truck and I made these out of foam core. So I can definitely do some foam core videos. I love making stuff out of foam core and this is so sturdy. This is such a sturdy little camper, but the truck and the camper are one of my favorite videos that I've ever done. Yes, we are I'm actually wanting to do some blinged out masks to match their dresses. I will definitely take pictures of prom. I definitely will. I'm so excited for the girls. Oh, yay, Debbie. I'm so glad you had the pattern printed. You thought that was your cat? My little black kitty man, he just loves to make his appearance. He does. You like that camper camp? I'm so glad. Bejewel some flowers. I'll definitely do that. I've got a lot of little crystals that my one of my neighbors gave me, so I definitely need to do something with those. So maybe would y'all want to see some more paper flowers because I've got to make those anyway. Tammy, that's a great idea. Lisa, you made the truck. What color did you paint your truck? Oh, Debbie, I'm a list maker. I'm always making a list. That's the only way I can keep myself semi-organized. Okay, so we've got some foam core. I'll make a couple of more flowers. Now, would you want to see a rose flower or would you want to see, what's a flower that you would want to see? Roses? Now, I will admit, I used to make sugar flowers for my cake decorating days, so I don't really know how other people do their paper flowers, but I just kind of take my patterns from my gum paste cutters from my sugar flowers and try to go with that. Debbie, you want to see a calla lily? I love calla lilies. They're some of my favorite flowers. Sunflowers, roses, daisies. You did teal for your camper and your truck? Yay, that's my favorite. Sunflowers, roses. Okay, and I'll be sure to provide the templates for those too when I make those for y'all. Pansies, you know, I have not made a pansy yet. I've never even made a pansy sugar flower. So Leslie, the ladybugs are, they're going to go for some decorations for a little party that I'm planning for my daughter and some of her friends for a surprise prom. Social distancing, it's only like 5 of them total. So that's what this is all going to go for. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it after. Honestly, I may put a skewer or something on the back and stick them down in some of my plants that are under my porch after I seal them, of course. Your mini Sure Bonder, the green sleeve split. Did you try to email them? They can send you a part for that. I'm not sure if they can do that or not. Gardenias, oh my goodness, gardenias are some of my favorite flowers. I actually have one planted right now in my front yard, and it is blooming out its mind. It smells so good. Bye, Amanda. Thanks so much for watching. Sissy, I've got dragonflies on my list, girl. You know I love me a dragonfly. You want flowers, roses. I made hydrangeas and I already have that filmed. I just have not edited that yet, but I do have a hydrangea video already filmed. So yay, I'm glad y'all want to see that. Charlotte, have you seen my fairy houses that I made? I have those filmed already on my channel, and they were so much fun to make. Pansies, peonies. Oh, Lord, I may have to make some peonies. They do take such a long time. That'll be a long video, too. They're pretty, though. They're my favorite. I love hydrangeas, too. So right now, under my porch, I have hydrangeas blooming, and they're like in between purple and blue, and they are so stunning. Honestly, I like every flower. I don't have a favorite. Okay, so is everybody down for watching a paper flower tutorial? Okay, hydrangeas and peonies. I don't know for sure if that's what I'm going to make or not. I really love the watermelon theme. I've actually talked about doing a watermelon theme for a collab with one of my friends. So I'm excited that y'all would love to see that. So thumbs up for paper flowers. Yes. I've never made an azalea. Thank you, Leslie. Debbie, I'm not sure. I've got a ton of flowers that I have to make anyway for the party. So if I just go live while I'm making them, I mean, I could totally do that. But I'll be doing those today and tomorrow. So just make sure you've got your notifications turned on. And that way, if I do end up going live at the spur of the moment, you'll get a notification. Okay, good. I'm such a flower fanatic. They're my favorite. Thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all have just really made this so easy for me. I was so nervous. You just have no idea. So thank y'all so much. I can't believe we've been on here for an hour and 42 minutes. You didn't get a notification, Nikki? It was kind of the last minute. So I'm hoping, make sure when you turn your notifications on that it says all notifications, because if you don't click the little drop down button and make it say all, it won't show lives and everything. It'll only show uploads. Thank you, Renewed Hope. I really, 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 really appreciate it so much. Thank you, Denise. I'm so thankful that everybody has stuck around with me for an hour and 43 minutes. That is crazy. Y'all are awesome. Y'all just make my heart so happy. I'm really enjoying with having the lives because it's so interactive and so fun, and the premieres are fun, and I really love getting to know everybody, but this is even more fun if that's possible. Good night, Nikki. I hope everybody has a safe and happy weekend. Try to stay safe and try to spread a little love. Like, I'm just so thankful that I have so many nice people in my lives, and the ones that aren't nice, well, we just say extra prayers for them. Good night, Charlotte. Everybody has everything ready and helpful, and yeah. Good night, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. Have a good weekend.